excited today. We're here with Kent Cubbage. He is a longtime local resident, but really he is a walking encyclopedia on the history of Aiken. And right now he is doing his ghost tours, and that's what he's known for. But he is a great communicator, writer, and again, he knows everything about Aiken. Welcome, Kent.
Thank you for having me, Vicki. It's great to be here.
I'm excited.
Yeah. We've been a long time ago, we were on some of his tours, and they're really fantastic.
So how about you share a little bit about your tours and how long you've been doing this?
Sure. I actually just hit 20 years last year.
Really?
So this will be year 21.
Oh, wow.
Party, party, party.
Exactly. It seems like I just started yesterday. I was a young 28-year-old or whatever. I'm being kind to myself there.
Okay, well, how old are you? What's that number? I'm just teasing.
Too many candles on the birthday cake.
Listen, I way beat you, so you're okay.
But this would be my 21st year, believe it or not.
This has been that long.
It just means we're just that old.
Yeah, because I feel like we were just on your tour. I know it's been a while, but it
It's
doesn't seem that long ago.
But did you enjoy it?
I loved it.
Okay, great.
Brandi's all about spooky stuff.
Yeah, that's wonderful. People stop me in Target or the grocery store and, hey, you're the ghost guy, didn't you? I went on your tour in 2005, 2009, something like that. So they can call me the ghost guy as long as they come and have fun on my tour.
Yes, absolutely. So, as far as the tours and stuff, how often do you do it, and what are your times, and how do people sign up for it?
But he also does historic Aiken tours, so I want to throw that in, right?
Yeah.
Sure.
And you also do the trolley too.
Yeah.
But you have a site, you do a couple other things with this.
Yeah, there's 3 or 4 guides on the trolley, on the city trolley, and we alternate. So I'm on there about every 4th week, and that's on Saturday mornings. My tours, obviously, this is Halloween, so it's my big season. I do it throughout the whole year. I do private tours. I've done the Rotary Club and the Red Hat ladies and homeowners associations and so forth. But this is my big time. So I have tours scheduled for the October 25, 26, 27, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Halloween, which I believe is the 31st.
Oh, that's
And there's a lot of people going to be downtown because Amp the Alley's got a big party going out. I got a question.
Sure.
Can you share a ghost story or maybe an interesting story about Aiken without, I don't know, revealing your tour?
Sure. I'll give you a good teaser.
A teaser. Oh, we love teaser.
So literally about 3 blocks behind us, a lot of people don't realize that the most famous gem in the world, the Hope Diamond, was owned by a lady that lived in Aiken, and she lived about 3 blocks behind us. So the stone is always said to have been cursed. It was actually mined in India. It was cut from an even bigger diamond that actually went through Louis XIV. And that diamond ended up in her hands. Her name was Evelyn Walsh McLean. She lived right here in Aiken. Ever since that stone was said to have been plucked from a statue in India, it's always said to have been cursed.
I read that story, yeah.
And Miss McLean, while she lived in Aiken and the rest of her life, ended up having a lot of really bad luck, a lot of tragedy. Her husband was committed to an asylum when he was 45. She ended up destitute and had to sell the stone in her entire gem collection to cover her estate debts. So the legend has grown that she bit off a little bit of the curse of the Hope Diamond.
I think we went, was it in New York? Where was it? I think we went up to New York or somewhere and saw the Hope Diamond. No, maybe it's up in Washington,
It's in the
D.C.
Smithsonian.
Yeah, I went to the Smithsonian and I actually saw that diamond. I remember that now. That's pretty interesting.
I'm gonna say there was a story, and I'm not gonna reveal, but like every time I go by the old post office, one of your stories, that always, like, when I see it, it just reminds me of your story, but I'm not gonna give it away.
You can take the tour and you'll learn that little thing.
But I will tell you, that's the most haunted building in Aiken. And it's really one of the most beautiful buildings in terms of commercial architecture. I always hate to say this because I always get to kill people's buzz, but the owner of the building used to let us go in. Now we kind of have to stand outside, but we still have a lot of great stories. But were you on the tour when we actually went inside?
I'm gonna say we were not. We were just on the outside when we went on a tour, but that story always stuck with me. And
I have to say, I think about it too.
Especially on certain days.
Especially at night.
I'm glad you got to take a souvenir home then from the tour.
So is there a story that you can tell us that maybe a lot of people don't know that you want to share?
Sure. People who are newer to Aiken, or even those that have lived their whole life here, don't realize how famous Aiken was. It's famous now, and we love it for its equestrian activities and so forth. But Aiken was a winter colony retreat for the rich and famous. John Jacob Astor, when he died on the Titanic, owned a home in Aiken. The Vanderbilts owned a home in Aiken. All the people wanted to see and be seen that really had what we would consider billions now, hundreds of millions of dollars in the late 1800s. Right behind us again, not far from where the Hope Diamond was owned, was the Highland Park Hotel.
Oh yeah.
And that there's a historical marker there, but that could service 225 guests. It had a half a mile of porches and porticos, and it was the
Wow.
queen of the winter colony hotels.
Just
It burned
imagine
twice.
it.
It's just amazing. And Aiken had several of those. It had the Park in the Pines Hotel, which was right down Richland Avenue here. But these were wooden structures.
Mhm.
And all it took was one fire in the wrong place and the whole thing would go up. So the Highland Park Hotel
Mhm.
and the Park in the Pines Hotel burned to the ground. These amazing structures. What you can still see today are pictures of these and old postcards that are 100, 120 years old. I have several of those I've got on the internet that I have at home. And you look at these and you just can't imagine the scale of these, but they were right here in Aiken. They were within walking distance
I'm
of where
just
we're sitting.
I'm just amazed at how they can build the structures they did and the details. So I got to ask you a question more personally. How did you get into this, and why was historic? Yeah.
I'm
I
not
mean,
sure
again,
about
you
that.
are a walking encyclopedia. If you don't know what that is because you're younger, it's like Google.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Gen X, so my references are going right over young people's heads these days.
So,
It's just kind of really amazing how you move to some place you don't know much about it, and then you start to learn everything that I've talked about. So I really immersed myself in Aiken's history. There are other people in Aiken that know more than I do, and I count on them all the time, but it's just so fascinating. So I was a professor for 21 years. Everyone makes a very reasonable assumption that I was a history professor. History is just a passion of mine. I was actually a biology professor for
Well,
21
you're
years.
complete opposite.
I should have at least
so
minored
this
in
is his
history,
passion. This is his passion.
which is really easy to be passionate about these things when you live in this amazing town. I think that I've never, in all my travels, and I love to travel, I don't think I've ever been to a small southern town that's A, more cosmopolitan, and B, has such rich history. I'm still learning things. 30 years, and I didn't know something major about history here. So it's kind of a gift that keeps on giving. Living in
I
Aiken,
like that.
if you
The
live in
gift
it,
that keeps on giving.
absolutely. If you like history and you live here or you want to live here, I can't think of any other place where you can come and learn more.
Well, I love that you like to share what you're learning and express it and go on these tours and everything. So I think you're a wonderful asset to our community because it is fun to be able to learn a little bit more about the town, even if you live here or visitors and stuff.
It's like we need to take the tour to get refreshed because I'm sure you've added stuff over the years. Because it was when we, early on, oh gosh, I'm gonna say in the 90s or maybe early 2000s, I don't know. I lose track of time. Because when I first took it, but you might have taken it another
It
time.
was like in the 2000s.
Yeah.
Right?
So for the ghost tours, where do they start? And do you have a website that we can put up for you? Because we will.
I've got all sorts of things I can put up on Facebook and whatnot. We start right here in St. Thaddeus Graveyard
This is where we are.
in this beautiful setting. I know it sounds odd that it's but it's a very historic and beautiful graveyard.
Yeah, it has a lot
We start here, exactly. This time of year we start at 6:30 so we catch a little bit of the light and the sun goes down. That's when the spirits come up while you're on the tour. So like I said, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, tours depart here from 6:30. You can contact me via email, kentcubbage, that's KENTCUBBAGE, kentcubbage at Yahoo. My phone, 803-270-0773.
We'll make sure that Randy puts it up on the screen.
And I've got flyers, video flyers, and electronic flyers that I can send if you'd like those. So usually the way things have gone, it's become so popular that I usually add dates because there's a limit that I can take every tour with the city.
I was gonna say, how many can you take on a one tour?
I can take 30.
30?
And
Okay.
and when I have more than 29, I have a helper. My daughters help me out. I'm a 17-year-old.
When we went on one, your daughter, I believe you had a helper, I think, that if I remember correctly, because we had a large group when we came, but it was still like very close, and you can still hear everything
Right.
and stuff.
Exactly. I want to have that sort of intimate setting. I love to storytell. So I don't use it, I don't amplify my voice or anything like that, but I get everyone in. I always say little campfire camaraderie, get everyone close. And I always say you don't really even have to believe in ghosts, but everyone loves a good ghost story.
Yeah, even if you don't, you might start believing. So how long, you said these last about a couple hours?
It's about, interesting question because I've changed the route over the years. When I first started this, my tour was a little over 2 hours long. And I got some feedback that was a little bit long to be on your feet.
That's never too long to be.
Here goes the
I agree, but I want to make everyone happy. I want to accommodate everybody. So it's now about an hour and 20 minutes to an hour and 30 minutes, depending on the size of the group.
And how the questions asked.
Right, but it's not a long walk. It's just right around the core of downtown Aiken. We probably walk 5 to 6 blocks total. There's 4 stops, and it's amazing what I can get in, the history within that 6-block walk. It's just
really
amazing.
That's good. Well, is there anything else you want to add? And we're going to make sure there's information on this. And I do want to remind you, again, beyond ghost stories, he is available for private tours. Again, he does the Saturday trolley line historic. So he is available. And again, this is his passion. You're going to hear it from the heart, not because he has to do it. That's what's really important.
Amen.
But is there anything else you wanted to add and say to our audience?
Well, just come. I mean, if you're watching this and you don't live here, always consider this as a place to live. It's an amazing community. I've been here 30 years. I think I just fell into dumb luck when I came here. I came here for a job, but I've never wanted to leave. And like I said, I keep learning about this town. It's all of the different little sort of mini communities from, and you don't just have to ride horses, but even then there's the polo people, there's the hunter jumper people. I'm in that because my daughter rides horses. So you don't have to own horses to want to live here, but it's just such a multi-layered community. You can find your niche here and be happy.
Yeah, I call it multifaceted. Yeah, so.
I do have one other question.
She always got these questions.
So as far as the other tours of like historic information, how do you do those? Like, what do you do on those tours that, like, if someone wanted to book a private group or something to learn more about Aiken, and it might not be necessarily geared to just ghost stories, but just learning about all the rich history about Aiken?
Sure. I get people, they call all the time, and that's what they want. So I'll do it usually around downtown. I don't do a mobile tour. There's another one of those in Aiken. I don't do that, but I get people who call and they just want to walk around downtown. It's amazing just the architecture. People will just, if you stop and walk and just look up, I never knew that building was so beautiful. I've walked past here 1,000 times. So I'll tell them about downtown. I'll go through the buildings, all the buildings on Lawrence Street and the history of those buildings and things like that. Yeah, probably. I do. I even
Or a tidbit.
And it's funny you say that because the trolley, now the trolley's on Sunday mornings, that's run through the city. That starts at 10 a.m. You can just book through the city if you ever want to do that.
Or if you want to do a private trolley tour, that can be arranged too.
Absolutely.
Brandi and I have been wanting to do that for some of our special clients, or just for us for one day to go and take our team out. Even though we've been out, but it's always fun to go out.
I know a guide.
You know,
Yeah,
I know a guide.
But that's a lot of fun. That's actually a full 2 hours. We actually get off the trolley in Hopeland's Gardens. And I talk the whole time. So
You talk?
I know, a little too much sometimes. But we go past here. We go to Hopeland's Gardens. We go through the horse district. And I do throw in a ghost story.
I figured you
trolley tour.
See, he can't help it, you know.
Exactly.
Well, it's great information, and like Vikki and I say, you're a great asset to our community, and I just love all the knowledge and history that you share and that you're willing to share.
Absolutely.
Well, Kent, we want to thank you for doing this, and we love promoting you because you promote Aiken, and that's really great. And
I'm telling you, you don't want to miss out on the ghost tour, so check out his website and email him or give him a call and book your tour, because they probably will fill up
They
quickly.
do.
They do a lot, so make sure you do it. If you like this video, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Remember, it's your home, your lifestyle, and
We are your real estate team.
Woo, yes.
Woo, yeah.